You're listening to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, created to help you succeed in your Server Plus certification journey. Learn more at baremetalcyber.com, where additional prepcasts, books, and training materials await. Let's get started. The physical structure of a server, called its chassis, determines how it is installed, cooled, and serviced. Servers come in three common form factors: tower, rack-mounted, and blade. Each of these types has specific design features that match certain environments. Choosing the right chassis is not just about size. It affects airflow, space efficiency, and power planning. Server Plus covers these categories to help you align form factor choices with the deployment needs of modern networks. The form factor of a server defines how it will be mounted, what infrastructure it needs, and how well it integrates into the server room. Tower servers may sit on the floor or a desk, while rack-mount units need standardized enclosures. Blade servers require specialized chassis and support systems. These choices impact everything from heat zones to power draw. Technicians must understand each option's strengths and constraints to ensure reliability and ease of service. Tower servers are physically similar to desktop computers and often used in small office environments. They stand vertically in their own metal enclosures and do not require a rack for installation. Because of their size and layout, tower servers support internal expansion, such as multiple hard drives and full-sized expansion cards. This makes them ideal for small businesses with limited infrastructure or technical staff. They are quiet, accessible, and affordable for limited workloads. Rack-mounted servers, also known as rack servers, are built to fit into standard server enclosures that follow industry rack sizing. These servers come in standardized heights measured in units, such as 1U, 2U, or 4U. They are mounted on rails or trays and allow dense stacking of multiple systems in a single rack cabinet. Rack servers are highly modular, allowing data centers to scale hardware by adding new servers without altering the room layout or power distribution. Blade servers are a specialized form of high-density server design. Each blade is a slim, stripped-down system that slides into a shared blade enclosure. The enclosure supplies power, cooling, and networking for all the installed blades. This design dramatically reduces cable clutter and power waste by centralizing resources. Blade servers are commonly used in enterprise environments where high computing density and central management are priorities. They are not typically used in smaller installations. Tower servers are a good fit for organizations that do not yet have rack infrastructure. Because they do not require enclosures or advanced cooling systems, they are easier to deploy and more forgiving of unstructured office layouts. Their lower initial cost makes them accessible to startups and branch locations. However, they are harder to scale and manage when the number of systems increases. Their physical footprint also becomes a problem in larger deployments. Rack servers are popular because they support structured cabling, standard cooling paths, and centralized power. Their size, layout, and U-based design allow them to be installed, replaced, and upgraded without major disruption. They work well with monitoring tools and cable management systems. This flexibility allows administrators to support a mix of workloads and grow infrastructure gradually. Rack servers are common in data centers and co-location sites where space and airflow are tightly controlled. Blade servers are often chosen when maximum computing power must be delivered in the smallest possible footprint. Because they share power supplies, fans, and networking modules, blade systems generate less heat per server and use fewer cables overall. They also support remote management through the chassis, giving administrators full control over each blade from a single dashboard. These systems do require a significant upfront investment and are usually tied to specific vendors. The cooling strategy for each server form factor differs significantly. Tower servers rely on room air or built-in fans and don't usually require specific cooling design. Rack servers benefit from front-to-back airflow and are designed to match hot aisle and cold aisle patterns in server rooms. Blade systems need very precise cooling due to the density of hardware, often requiring dedicated airflow management, containment, or even liquid cooling. Server Plus emphasizes these thermal design considerations. In terms of how many systems you can deploy in a given space, blade servers offer the highest density. A single enclosure can hold multiple blade servers in the same space that would otherwise hold only one or two rack servers. Rack mount systems scale easily by adding new U-sized units, making them flexible but slightly less efficient. Tower servers consume more floor space and become unwieldy when the server count grows. Form factor selection must consider long-term scaling plans. Modern server management often includes remote control through integrated tools. Rack and blade servers typically come with remote management cards or modules that let administrators monitor hardware, update firmware, and restart systems without being physically present. Blade enclosures go further by offering centralized dashboards for all blades in the chassis. Tower servers may lack these features and rely on direct console access or external KVM devices. This difference affects how infrastructure is maintained. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Rack and blade server systems are designed to integrate easily with supporting infrastructure like rails, trays, and power distribution units. These systems conform to standardized dimensions and mounting mechanisms, making it easy to plan layouts and cable paths within an enclosure. Tower servers, by contrast, often require improvised solutions, such as shelving or standalone tables, which may not support airflow or structured cabling. Blade enclosures typically use proprietary mounting methods, limiting interchangeability across vendors and increasing the need for precise infrastructure planning. Vendor-specific limitations are especially relevant for blade server systems. While rack-mounted and tower servers are often compatible with a wide range of third-party components, blade systems tend to be locked into one vendor's ecosystem. This includes proprietary power supplies, interconnects, chassis controllers, and management software. If the chassis supports only vendor-certified blades, switching vendors may require replacing the entire platform. Server Plus includes vendor awareness to help candidates evaluate long-term costs and system flexibility when choosing hardware. Hot swappable components provide another point of comparison across chassis types. Rack and blade servers commonly support hot swap for drives, fans, and power supplies. This means components can be replaced without powering down the server, improving uptime, and enabling quick response to hardware failures. Tower servers may lack this capability or support only limited hot swap functionality. In many cases, servicing tower servers requires taking them offline, which disrupts operations. Server Plus includes this distinction as part of operational readiness and service planning. In some cases, tower servers can be adapted for use in rack enclosures. Manufacturers often provide rail kits or conversion brackets to mount tower units horizontally. This approach allows organizations to reuse existing hardware during infrastructure upgrades. However, converting blade servers into standalone units is generally not possible due to their reliance on the shared enclosure. Blade enclosures are engineered as complete ecosystems, and extracting blades from them is neither practical nor supported. Server Plus includes conversion awareness as part of investment protection strategies. Space planning is essential in all server deployments, but each chassis type introduces different constraints. Rack and blade servers must be carefully measured against U-height, depth, and rear clearance requirements. Blade enclosures are often deeper and heavier, requiring additional rack support and reinforced mounting rails. Tower servers consume floor space and require room for ventilation, cable access, and physical service. Server Plus includes spatial layout planning as part of infrastructure documentation and deployment accuracy. Chassis life cycles vary by form factor. Blade systems are often upgraded or replaced as a complete unit, with all blades and chassis components retired together. In contrast, rack and tower servers are typically upgraded incrementally. New components can be added over time, such as memory, storage, or network cards, without replacing the entire system. This modularity makes rack and tower designs more flexible over a longer service life. Server Plus includes life cycle planning as part of hardware investment decision-making. Proper documentation of server deployments must include the form factor, physical location, and support requirements of each unit. For rack-mounted systems, this includes U-position, chassis type, and access notes for both front and rear service. Blade deployments require enclosure-level mapping, showing which blade occupies each slot. Tower servers should be documented in terms of floor plan placement, power zone alignment, and environmental limits. Server Plus emphasizes documentation because it supports future planning, capacity forecasting, and compliance with organizational standards. Understanding the advantages and limitations of each server form factor is critical to successful hardware planning. Tower servers are best suited for small-scale environments where simplicity and cost are priorities. Rack-mounted systems offer a balanced blend of density, modularity, and infrastructure compatibility. Blade servers provide maximum compute per square foot but demand careful planning and vendor alignment. By recognizing the trade-offs between these options, technicians can match server design to business needs. In the next episode, we move deeper into the internal architecture of the server itself. We'll break down essential components like the central processing unit, graphics processing unit, system memory, and internal data buses, and explain how each part contributes to performance, expandability, and supportability. Thanks for tuning in to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, your trusted source for cybersecurity news and insights. Remember to subscribe at baremetalcyber.com so you never miss an update. And visit cyberauthor.me for best-selling cybersecurity books that equip you with expert knowledge. Until next time, stay secure and stay vigilant.